to the first day of bracket at EPIC47, and I am so excited to bring you bracket for this event because qualifiers was amazing yesterday. It resulted in so many close matchups, so many close seedings, and I've got a friend of the stream here, Panda Richie. Thank you very much for joining me.
Hello, yes, thank you for having me. It's really nice to be on the NosuCast finally.
Yeah, we've been chatting on and off about this like in the past couple of events.
Yeah.
It's nice to have you. What's your experience with Osu?
So, my experience with Osu is I first started around about 2015, and I was playing solidly for about 2-3 years at that point.
So you'll know Doomsday.
I know Doomsday.
He was on the other side of the bracket at the moment, but
yeah, I know more of like the old school names.
Yeah.
So any of the the newer names of all of the upcoming talent, I'm not so familiar with. So this will be where your knowledge comes in for me to help fill in those gaps. But in terms of like my Osu experience, I'm very much an on and off casual player now.
Yeah.
I do enjoy the game. I'm not that great, so but
if you can play 3 stars, you're good.
Okay.
You know, that's where I think good starts.
I think I'm like hovering around the 5-6 star now, just like comfortably, like just playing on and off.
Okay, that sounds really. You'll be able to track what's going on there. Then.
Yeah. I'll be able to follow. Well, will I be able to keep up with the technical terminology? No.
That's where I come in. That's where this match is gonna. There's a lot of technical terminology going to be coming your way. UMAROTH versus REIMU HAKUREI. This is the tale of two sides. We've got the tournament player, UMAROTH, who has been a really consistent presence in 5-digit tournaments, has played every daily challenge. So in Laser, there is a daily map to play and set a leaderboard score on.
Yeah.
It's played every single day.
Oh, wow.
For 500 days now at this point.
Wow.
So dedicated, always places highly in them. On the other side of the bracket, REIMU HAKUREI is ranked 200 right now.
Okay.
So has the mechanical skill, has the ability to play 9 stars, and our pool is 7 stars.
Yes.
So it's way, way below his mechanical skill cap.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting to see how this transitions and how tournament versus solo actually plays out.
So when you're like, because of like, let's say the number disparity between the ranks, right?
Yeah.
With the higher skill player essentially dropping down like star level, do you think that's going to be a bit more of a disadvantage because it might be too, I say, easy for them, so they might be more lax, they might not be as switched on. Do you think that's going to be a disadvantage?
It can be. It actually can be. And it's the same about UMAROTH coming up in star rating to essentially their skill cap now.
Yeah.
So they're getting really close to where they cap out in skill. REIMU getting way far below that. Easy to fall asleep, easy to just this section's easy. Oh, where's my combo?
Yeah. I'm going to bring in a little bit of psychology into this because this is something I actually teach as an educator.
Okay.
So, the reason why I asked that question is because if someone who's of a really high skill level drops down to something that's comparatively easier, they're not going to be as engaged. And it's going to be more likely that mistakes are going to be made. So with UMAROTH essentially playing at their cap consistently, I would expect them to be performing more consistently compared to the highest skilled player. But that's kind of like my prediction, just based off what you said. What I understand.
Completely fair prediction as well. It's exactly what I'm expecting to see, honestly, because while it does drop down to star rating, it still is difficult. Yes. All of these are still really difficult. We've got a 7-star map pool here. You don't see this in 5-digit tournaments. And here will come the bans. DT1, which is, and to explain the mod slots, the number gets higher, the map gets more technical.
Yes.
There is a bigger no-mod pool than the other ones because there is maps without modifications. Then hidden mod makes the circles disappear.
Yes.
You know that. Yep. Hard rock makes them smaller. More precise.
Yeah, I was going to say, you have to correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't Hard Rock, not only does it change the, the approach speed, circle size, doesn't it also somewhat flip?
Yeah, flips it horizontally. Doesn't have much of an effect.
Yeah.
But just a nice little redo on your mind blocks and muscle memory.
Yes, yeah. And then DT, despite the name, it only speeds up by 1.5.
Yes, and it did originally speed it up by 2. but everyone thought it was too hard. And that's why it was tempered. It was taken back to 1.5, and there it has stayed till this day.
Do you think it's just not a case of people should just get better?
Yeah, well, it was made in 2008, so people were not good back then.
No. But the skill cap now is obviously elevated that much higher.
Absolutely. So a little change this time. There were 2 bans. Usually at Epic Lands we have only allowed 1 ban, which means you can't completely remove a skill set from the pool. Here, though, a whole skill set can go. DT1 ban from UMAROTH, which is high approach rate, high speed jumps. DT2 ban from UMAROTH, which is the technical tapping.
Yes, yeah.
I didn't actually catch what Firelicker was banning, because I noticed the 2 side by side. But one can assume that the reading maps are gone. No mod 5, hidden 2. So UMAROTH firing back with hidden 3. This is very technical, not so much on the reading. But you can hear the swing.
Yes.
You can hear you can see the linear movements in the cursors.
And like it's very like 3-beat tapping.
Yes.
And, like when I like playing OSU, like the triple taps always get me. Whenever
Yeah, exactly as expected.
Whenever there's like segments where it's like a lot of triples, I'm not really the biggest fan of them. But I've noticed as well, like especially with the high maps, there's a lot more spacing between the circles as well. A lot more like spaces.
Yeah, definitely. We are in the wiggles, the back and forths, catching REIMU, HAKUREI, and UMAROTH comboing through them completely fine. As expected with their first pick, they're picking one of the things they're most comfortable on, and that they know REIMU, HAKUREI is not at all. 200 combo to a lowly 50, and you can see the score building up now.
Yes.
So, score will be different from how you are used to it in solo. For Score V1, it is exponential. It grows incredibly high, incredibly quickly.
Yeah, with the combo.
With this, it's more based on accuracy as well as that. Okay. So, a low accuracy like 81%, it doesn't matter that REIMU is comboing now. He's still below 100k out of about a million cap.
Yeah.
But UMAROTH is running away with this. Nearly at 300k now, showing real prowess on this technical skill set with hidden. The swing, the 1/3. Finally, we've discovered a UK player that can hit 1/3. It's almost infamous at this point. Wiggles coming in. No real issue found with them, but hardest pattern in the map. Cannot find it. Does not hit it. But has done way more than enough already. Yeah, looking really good on this.
Like with the song coming to the end, it's very much just UMAROTH's first map. There's no real way that REIMU is going to be able to come back from that. I mean,
nope.
But with that being said, was this kind of the expected performance that you're going to be seeing out of these two from based on the map pick?
So the way that these go is the first few maps tend to be what one player is more specialized in than the other. As the pool thins down, it will start to come closer, and it will start to mesh a lot more to the point where the point difference is maybe like 10, 20k.
Oh wow, and that's
near the end of this.
Close.
Yeah, you either dominate early, or you find some back and forth picks, back and forth points. You find tiebreaker, and it's just a one map shootout at that point.
Those are like the really like blessed moments in these types of like tournaments and these games. Where,
the tiebreakers especially
when it comes down to like the wire, and there's like I can't remember which Epic Land it was, but one of the finals came down to, I think, was it a 2,000 or 3,000 point difference?
Yeah, on tiebreaker as well.
On tiebreaker, yeah, I remember that, and I remember being in the crowd, and that I was ecstatic just watching it. So when you were on the stage, I can imagine how you were feeling.
Okay, awesome. It's a big pick switch up. We've got no mod 1 this time, so this is the least technical no mod map.
Yeah.
You can hear the speed of it is completely different from the hidden 3 already. This usually is about aim, but for pool balancing reasons, because of the pool that we have on offer, I decided to make it tapping instead.
Okay.
So it's 230 BPM.
Oh, wow.
You're not going to see very much aim in this. It's all about how fast and how accurately you can tap.
Okay. So are we expecting a lot of streams, a lot of longer segments?
Yep, and it goes immediately.
Oh wow.
So UMAROTH, we can see on the seedings, this was not their skill set. They were very unhappy playing this. DT and the No Mod 2 in qualifiers was not their best performance, and it's partially why they have seeded 8th instead of seeding higher.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I understand. I mean, already from the get-go, REIMU's already blown UMAROTH out of the water, just like basic accuracy.
And that's
score
just on the
building.
intro.
Yeah.
Now we get into the map as a whole. Look at the streams. This is 230 BPM.
See.
I haven't done the maths on this, but that is like 12 taps a second. I can't remember.
You know, I'm not maths isn't exactly my strongest suit, so I'll save the calculators for someone who's a bit more, you know, technical with it. But based on, you know, what we're seeing right now, I mean, REIMU is just clearing these streams, and UMAROTH is dropping them left, right, and center. Unfortunately, not even able to hold a combo. And REIMU is able to keep the momentum going. And look at that score build-up: 120k to 8,000 now.
Yeah.
Is there any?
There is no way. There is absolutely no way back in.
Okay.
These sorts of maps, the reading, the tapping is polarizing because you can either do it or you can't.
Yeah.
That's why REIMU banned the No Mod 5, the very technical reading heavy pick,
Yes.
and the Hidden 2, the slightly less technical fundamental reading pick.
Yeah.
And there's UMAROTH banning No Mod 1, DT1, DT2, which is high BPM, high velocity, tapping, and aim.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
if you can do it, you can't.
Yeah. So it's very much like a Marmite situation. You see, you like it or you hate it.
Yes, exactly.
And I guess like REIMU is absolutely loving this because he's on an 800 combo right now, and the streams, the triples, the jumps, just meticulous.
Oh yeah. It's very simple in terms of Osu mapping. It's very simple. It's streams and it's a couple of jumps here and there.
Yeah.
But it's about the mechanical consistency and hitting 50s near the ends of the streams, but holding on. I mean, he might even FC this.
Is REIMU going to FC?
Okay, he might reverse choke this. Thank you, production. He does. As long as he combos through to the ending, he's reverse choked this.
So, yeah,
We can't be serious. A 500k reverse choke.
Oh, wow.
And there you get to see just how much accuracy affects score.
Yeah.
500,000 points usually would be about half, maybe less than half of the combo of the map, but with 99%. This is, he wins the point, but it's scrappy. It's a good performance.
I was going to say, I mean, it kind of me impressed because I thought that's fantastic, but someone of of your caliber and everyone else, they're probably that's probably like an okay day.
No, but that's impressive. That is impressive to get 500k on that as a player who doesn't usually exist in the tapping space. Because this guy is, to get a high rank, you have to be specialized at one skill set. You have to push it and be a tall player instead of a wide player.
Okay.
You know what I mean.
Okay. Yeah.
So. REIMU HAKUREI is so much more well known for aim than for tapping.
Yeah.
So to be able to pull that out is really quite impressive when that is not at all their main skill set.
Ah, interesting. Okay. I feel like I'm learning a lot here. Thank you. But no, that's really interesting to hear because it feels like you're punished for trying to spread your scope rather than being more of a focused player.
Do you want to get a high rank on the leaderboards, the performance leaderboards, or do you want to be consistently good, like jack of all trades?
Yes.
Two different scenes for two different types of people.
That is interesting. Which one would you say you fall more into?
Definitely the jack of all trades one. Absolutely. And a lot of the top players, the more notable figures do actually. Oh, no, not quite. So. Early miss for UMAROTH. We do have to sit up a little bit in our seats for this one. 95% on REIMU HAKUREI means that he can play this, and this does have a tapping element to it. No Mod 3. We call this flow tech, but this has a rhythmic element to it as well.
Yeah.
You can see those 1/3. That was actually a 1/8 burst.
Oh wow.
1/6 here and there as well. So you have to be on form. You have to be in tune with the song and how the rhythm goes. 200 combo now for UMAROTH, and a reset for REIMU means big advantage because combo is exponential. The score just keeps climbing as the combo goes up. You can hear the rhythm switch-ups. You can see the movement switch-ups as well, the back and forths, and UMAROTH hitting all of them. 92% with REIMU missing again means a big advantage now on the red side. Drops the combo, however, 100k is huge into the last third of the map.
I don't think there's much chance that REIMU is going to be able to claw back from this.
No.
They pull some miracle off, but I can't really see it happening. I mean, both of them dropped their combo, but with all the rhythm switches, I'm surprised there wasn't many more combo drops, like with how like dynamic the map, well, the song, sorry, is.
Yeah, it was very well done by UMAROTH. This is in their wheelhouse, absolutely. There was a small lead clawback by REIMU because of the accuracy drops from UMAROTH. However, this, while it would usually be in REIMU's skill set, is not, just because of the added rhythm tech element. And UMAROTH takes this. You see it start to get closer now, though. The A rank for REIMU, B rank with a big combo for UMAROTH. Really secured it for them. 2-1 now. DT3 fired back immediately, and here we have the last tapping map in the pool. Nothing more to pick from after this. It is just a tech and a mechanics shootout afterwards.
So after this, I think, is it right for me to say that REIMU is going to be coming into the rest of the match in a bit of a disadvantage in terms of map pool then?
Well, you could say that, but there's aim in Hidden 1, there's aim in Hard Rock 1. Nomad 2 as well is a very mechanically intensive map. So we've got maybe 2 tech maps left in the pool. Hard Rock 3 is Make It Funky, which is very technical aim. The Nomad 4 as well, lots of sliders on the screen. You have to follow them, you have to have your aim timing down. So there is still picks for UMAROTH.
So
there are still picks, indeed, because of the lower BPM of Nomad 2. We saw the struggle that UMAROTH had with tapping the Nomad 1. Nomad 2 goes all the way down to 170 BPM.
Oh, wow.
And it's just a consistency shootout. So that could be a potential pick. It's still even. There's still like a back and forth to be had here. I'm really looking forward to the rest of this match now. We get the non-contested picks out of the way, and then we get into some bangers.
Okay, so with, OSU players, just players in general, being in the setup, they're very familiar with, where everything is, everything's placed. How does that, affect coming to LAN?
So, you know how you can put a mouse on any surface and move it and it moves the same way. The same really can be said for a tablet. It's all about the posture. If you can get your posture right and you can make it feel around about what home feels like, a lot of people play exactly the same on LAN. Some people play better.
Oh, wow, really?
Sometimes just because of the change in stimulus, they will just play better.
Yes, having that added pressure might help them, perform better. And I think with that being said, REIMU has not dropped a combo since the start of the map and is hitting all of the, slider jumps, the streams, 93% accuracy, and UMAROTH sitting at 37%.
Yes. So REIMU does get caught by that burst section. The tapping element added into the map catches them out, but UMAROTH, is kind of just cast a curse. Did miss as soon as you were saying hasn't dropped a note, and that is normal. Happens all the time. Everybody, you know you're an OSU caster when you make someone miss.
Yes, that's true. I feel like I'm a part of the scene a little bit now, but I mean, since then, I'm not going to say anything, but colour me impressed, but REIMU is keeping up the lead very, very nice and strong, and there's literally no way that UMAROTH is going to be coming back from this. We're going into the final quarter of the song now. Are we expecting any more segments to speed up now we're going into the final quarter?
There is a small rhythm change up. You can hear the dubstep sort of hit here.
I can hear it
couple of doubles, couple of randomly picked rhythms, it feels like. If you've never played this before, but handling it with ease. This is that 2-star rating down from where REIMU usually plays, and exactly as you said, he can fall asleep at the wheel and just drop a note anywhere. However, does well to get 600k on this. Is difficult map. Finds 2 misses in that center section, a slider break near at the end, but 94%. Well played.
Yeah.
And UMAROTH, it's your pick next, buddy. Just, go next. Go next.
So really well done by REIMU. So was it 2-2 score? It's like you've been saying, it's been a back and forth. So from what I see, it's literally going to be anyone's game.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So we've got flow aim Nomad 2. We have slider tech Nomad 4. We have a basic aim Hidden 1. We have a basic aim Hard Rock 1, very precise basic aim Hard Rock 1. Flow aim Hard Rock 2. And then a technical snap aim Hard Rock 3. It's going to be Nomad 4 being picked, and I would wager the next pick after that would be the Hard Rock 3 from UMAROTH. REIMU can kind of go into anywhere else in the pool they want to now, but UMAROTH really wants to target the tech, and is doing so well. targeted the reading, targeted the tech. There is not enough bans to remove all of the tech from the pool. In the same way as there's not enough bans to remove all of the tapping from the pool. That's where those 2 points for REIMU came from.
Yeah.
DT3, no mod 1. But now that's gone, what next? This is the question for REIMU.
That is the big question. And I heard that our admin said that this is a bit of a banger song, so I'm looking forward to hearing it, because like I come from like old school Osu, you know, when all those songs were, you know, being played, like Panda Eyes. What else?
Quaver. I nearly put a Panda Eyes song in this.
Oh,
I nearly put High Score in here.
Oh, I love that song. Oh, I absolutely love that song.
I was close.
I think that's one of my most played songs. Yeah, my brain went completely foggy for a second trying to reel off maps, so my knowledge isn't exactly coming back to me. But yeah, I'm more familiar with like more of the old school songs, so it's nice to, you know, see what's, you know, more like in the circuit now, like compared to before.
This is actually quite an old map though. This was mapped back in 2017.
Oh wow.
When nobody really knew what slider tech was. This was out there, this was tremendously out there, to the point that this is still considered incredibly hard, despite it being pretty tame these days, in all honesty.
Oh, in consideration to like tech maps.
In what is being mapped in current era, this I would call a lot more tame than that. Although it still has the visuals, it still has the slider switch-ups, the velocity of the sliders changes, it doesn't give you a moment to rest on the rhythms.
No, I think with like, especially with the
a double miss.
Slider tech maps, I think the rapid change in slider velocity, like you mentioned, can really throw a lot of people off. So is it more of a case of you just need to understand like the segments of the map better, and you have that advantage?
Exactly. You need to know the map, you need to know the song. Rhythm choice is really important with this sort of thing. And confidence as well. Following the sliders is important to keep your accuracy high. But knowing that you could just drop a slider end at any point, UMAROTH dropping a lot of them, accuracy being the main deciding factor right now, as these guys have been mirroring the drops a lot. Low roll, says UMAROTH. I love the smoke. The communication in smoke is really fun.
I do like that. I enjoy, you know, when there's like a bit of respite in the segment. Just draw a smiley face.
Here is the important part though.
Okay.
This is a slow section to build combo. Both players are on 200. The first one to miss is going to be at a major disadvantage.
Yeah, with UMAROTH only being 50k behind, there's a good...
Oh, and it is! It's UMAROTH!
So UMAROTH
just miscues in the bottom left of the screen, and now REIMU has a huge advantage. 300 combo through this slower section. The longer they can hold this, and they don't hold it. These guys are miscuing left, right, and center. Cannot deal with the sliders. Now advantage UMAROTH in this build-up section. As long as they hold and as long as they can keep their combo. They need the accuracy though. 87% is not going to be doing anything good for their score. Here we go into the drop.
Okay.
There is a lot of snap aim present in this, but it's not the snap aim that claims UMAROTH, it's the buzz slider. You have to hold a reverse slider. If you don't hold it for long enough, you miss, and the combo is now down. 200 in the other side for REIMU, who hits that buzz slider but misses the snap aim. And it's back and forth. It's undecided still.
So at this point, like with UMAROTH being now 80k down, I mean the score is slowly climbing, but is there much opportunity for them to go be getting back into like the last like sixth of this map? They
are overall playing this ending better. This is a very low scoring match at the moment though on this map. These guys finding a lot of trouble in completely unexpected places.
Yeah, I can understand why
it's the movement, it's just the over-aims on the smaller technical movements by UMAROTH that is claiming their combo time after time.
Yeah, I can see why this is still considered a very difficult map.
And that is it. 88k is the final score difference. That was UMAROTH definitely writing in smoke low roll and meaning it. An unfortunate breakpoint to drop. That is 0 misses, by the way.
Oh, wow. Okay.
You miss a slider head, but you follow the slider. It doesn't actually count as a miss.
No, so yeah, I know you can get slider breaks, but like you just mentioned, it doesn't count towards like the actual miss score.
Oh, low roll by 150k? Match nerves. Must be match nerves. Staring down a rank 200 player in lobby must be a little bit... Shut up. Shut up.
We keep it going.
3-2 though. That was the first breakpoint. First breakpoint we see in the tournament, and it is Hard Rock 1 straight away, straight up picked. And this is a dangerous one actually, because UMAROTH has a good base of mechanics. You have to.
Yes.
To be able to raise the skill floor high enough to be consistent in tournaments.
Yes, yeah.
So...
Okay. Oh my god, so yeah, REIMU talk about how the Burger yesterday, you know...
There's a lot of audience interaction in this game,
I like that. I actually really like that, because like, I come from like an Overwatch and a Valorant background, so a lot of the interaction that we have doesn't really happen other than like spraying on a wall or, you know, people like going around teabagging each other. That's about as much interaction as we get, right? So being able to come from a scene that has pretty much next to no communication within like the community aspect, to come to Osu where there's a lot of involvement with, you know, the players especially.
There's a lot of trash talk.
It's very refreshing, right?
Yeah,
it's really nice to see.
Hard Rock 1 though, I was talking about this being precision mechanics aim. You see the circles are slightly smaller.
Yes, yeah, I see they're smaller.
You see they're appearing quicker.
Yeah,
you see they're across the screen from each other.
So like hitting those cross-map jumps and like matching the speed of the approach circles as well is really important, because, you know, you might be used to one approach speed and then all of a sudden like switching it up. It can really mess up with your timing.
1v1 tournaments are brutal in that sense that you don't get time to adjust. You just have to lock in on a different skill set.
Yeah, it's it's like lock in, breathe, just you gotta go for it.
That is where being the wide player compared to the tall player can have its benefits, right?
Yeah.
You may have the lower skill cap, but being able to adjust on the fly, straight up, be able to lock in straight away, has a lot of benefit.
Yeah, being adaptable, like to the current situation seems to be very important.
Okay, we're in a few 50s for UMAROTH, but keeps the combo, and it's important to hold this as long as possible. Cannot though. 200 combo is all they can muster as REIMU now starts to run away in the chorus. Not far enough though.
Nubo's just drops as well.
Not far enough. 20k, and it sits stagnant now. No combo on the board means that there is no movement in that lead. It's all on accuracy. 93 for UMAROTH compared to the 96 for REIMU. If this continues to stay as is, that's a big advantage that needs to be made up with a higher combo from UMAROTH.
And I mean, REIMU's just dropped a combo, then UMAROTH followed shortly, so as soon as I saw REIMU, in my head was like, okay, UMAROTH has got an opportunity to catch up, but unfortunately it's been squandered. So now within this section of the map, are we a bit more of a tame section leading up to a bit more of a complex section?
Indeed, it does spike. It's a lot more... This type of map usually is quite consistently difficult throughout, but I've picked a more Kiki than Booba map here.
Yes,
so there's spikes in the choruses with a short section of some quote-unquote free combo. You can't switch off. It's really easy to miss in the free combo.
I like how you like talk about like Kiki and Booba, because like in my head it sounds like, right, okay, there's going to be a lot more like triangle jumps, like less sliders.
I'm more talking spiky than rounded.
Yeah. Like it's a lot more sharper than that.
So here's the spike.
Okay.
Both players are just trading their combo. It could all come down to one surprise combo from either of these players, but it's just not happening.
I was keeping an eye on that score counter because UMAROTH slowly started to creep it up, and unfortunately, do they have an opportunity? I mean, it's the last course of the map. Like,
they have to clutch up. They have to lock in, clutch up. They can do. They can. They have the prowess to be able to lock in here, but they need combo, and that's not keeping combo. The jumps don't get any bigger. The aim doesn't get any harder. It spikes and then it sits in a verse and then it spikes in the chorus. But these choruses aren't any harder anywhere further through the map. It's just who plays the best consistently through each chorus, and so far and through to the end, it's looking like it's going to be REIMU. That lead has been slowly creeping over to the blue side over time. It grew from 20 to 30 to 50 to now 70k in the ending. And that's a 4th point for the solo player, REIMU HAKUREI. Seed 9 versus Seed 8, by the way. Don't think we mentioned that.
No, I don't think you did. No, so REIMU, one map away from taking the match, and you know, continuing on through the bracket. And since like that song, this has been my favorite song personally. Like, I really enjoyed watching this. This was probably my favorite song that we've looked at so far, mainly because of the jumps. When I play, I normally play jumps, and I know that's probably considered more of a boring play style, but I really enjoyed that. It's just nice beats, nice jumps.
Everybody gets one anime song. I don't even think it's an anime song, actually. It's just a Japanese band song.
And with an anime background. I think that just ticks all the boxes for me.
I get what you mean. So it's going to be interesting to see where UMAROTH goes now. And it was exactly that. It was Hard Rock 3, as predicted.
At this point, UMAROTH is back against the wall.
Yes.
They just cannot afford to make a single misstep if they want to keep themselves in contention of moving on in the brackets.
REIMU holds all the power right now because REIMU has 2 match points. Doesn't matter if they lose this one. This one's UMAROTH's pick.
Yeah.
Next pick is their pick. So the choice of map there is vital to be able to say, I can play this better than you, and I trust myself I can play this better than you. I will take my match point.
So, in this position, you were saying earlier, that UMAROTH has a lot more tournament experience.
Yes.
So, how do you think REIMU is going to fare now that they're 1 point away? Because that's a lot of pressure, right? There's a lot of pressure being, on the cusp of winning versus on the cusp of losing. How do you think REIMU is going to be handling it?
There's, of course, 2 ways of looking at it, right? Because they're on the cusp of winning, and they know they've got a pick coming up.
Yeah.
So if they've got something in their back pocket, easy, simple. Whatever happens here happens. They might even win this off that release of pressure. Or they're about to win a match.
So from your personal
So they need to convert.
So from your personal experience, if you've been in a situation like this, how do you go about this particular situation?
I would be calm because usually I've saved one of my strongest picks for the last.
Okay.
A lot of the time I have a strong pick left in my back pocket.
And is that quite a common technique that most people try to play for?
It's all about planning, and a lot of people just pick their strong maps and hope they win.
Okay.
Okay, 200 combo now. We had been... the big slider! The slider tick claims both lives. No combos on the board now. It's been even all through the start of the map. It's now even again as UMAROTH claws the lead back.
I think this is the closest score we've seen between the two players since this bracket started.
But here's what I'm talking about, the snap tech, right? You see the quick wiggles back and forth. It'll be even more obvious in this next section. You can see the stacks, the cursor stops and starts and jerks around, and look at the score difference, it's 2k. So now we're sitting forward in our seat as UMAROTH into the final chorus has to hold combo, has to keep their accuracy high. It's 92% either side of the board, and if REIMU continues to combo through these wiggles, neither player does. They reset with 10k of difference.
This is so close.
And it's now on accuracy. REIMU has to hit these slider ends, has to hold through this last stream. If they chain miss it, if they find a miscue, they will cede the lead back to UMAROTH, but both players hit it, and it is 10k of difference.
Oh my goodness. When I saw that the spaced streams, that short segment, I kind of caught me off guard. And the fact that they both pretty much hit it as well was quite impressive.
Because you can lose score.
Yeah.
If your accuracy drops, because part of the score is based on accuracy, your score can drop. You can lose score.
Wow.
And it is REIMU HAKUREI advancing off a monumental breakpoint that they took earlier in the match, managing to convert it. And the correct thing of maybe the pressure is gone. They have a pick in their back pocket. They don't have to worry about winning this one. And yet they do. They do. It's a 5-2. REIMU HAKUREI takes it, moves on in the bracket.
Despite the final scoreline, it didn't feel like it was all that dominating. It felt like there were a lot of close moments, but at the end of it, congratulations to REIMU for progressing on. And I really enjoyed myself watching.
I'm really glad. I'm very glad. It has been absolutely great having you and just having the questions, because it's nice to see a not fresh, obviously, perspective, but a clear perspective.
I feel like
naive is the right word, but it doesn't sound like the right word.
No,
I
know what you mean, but I would definitely agree because my experience with Osu is very much on a casual side. So to come in to see a much more competitive, aspect to it, and having your eyes as like a top player, it's really interesting it gave me some really interesting insight to how, people can perceive Osu depending on which side they fall onto.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's very refreshing to be in a different scene because I'm very much used to, the constant chaos. So it's nice to
and
have
the hyper competition a lot of the time as well.
And it's nice to spectate a game where it's strictly like one versus one rather than like 5 versus 5.
And no effect on either player too.
Yeah, exactly. Because you yourself are responsible for your own downfall.
Yes.
So, if you are,
exactly.
If you're falling behind, you've only got, you to blame. Whereas other games, probably could blame your teammate. But no, it's very nice to see.
It is. It has been nice having you. Thank you so much for casting with me.
That's not
we will be shifting on to another match in bracket in about 20 minutes. Let me just check my watch. 20 minutes time. Are there any other matches in bracket still going on, Mr. Producer? Is that still going? Goodness me. No, we can switch over to another match if you wish.
Ooh, wait, do I have time? Because I know I've got some other things going at 1 o'clock. I'm going to have to say no, unfortunately, just because I've got a few things that are planned for the rest of today that I've got going on outside of all of this. But, Bubbleman, thank you so much.
I will switch over to the match. I will say thank you very much for casting with me.
I am very, very happy to have been on the desk, and thank you very much for bringing me on. And people from the Osu community, if I ever see you around, please say hi. I swear I'm a friendly person, but I also want to just give a shout out to our producer James for being the GOAT.
Oh, James is the GOAT. James is the GOAT.
So yeah, so hopefully maybe in the future I'd love to be back on the desk with you.
Well, I'll keep a slot open in every future event.
But that being said, I will take my leave, Bubbleman. Thank you very much for having me, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.
And all the competitors, I wish you all the best as well, and may the best Osu player win.
Let's get over to Velcro Shoes versus Stormer now. I really want to see the conclusion to this one. That was the other match that we just finished. James lied to me.
Lie. I see his pants on fire. But with that, I'm going to take my leave.
Take care.
Right, thank you very much.
I will sign off as well. Take care. See you in 20 minutes time for the next round of bracket. It is going to be... What's off the top of my head? Humster Malteser? That should be a good match. Stay tuned for that one. We'll see you in 20 minutes.